Welcome back, everyone, to the Song of Waves and Wind, where last time one of the guards was murdered, and we are following these bloodstains that are leading out of town. What happened here? Who killed the guard, and why? And why is there a trail of blood going on here? Is this the blood of the killer? If so, well, I suppose the victim was a guard, so I guess it's possible that the guard may have done some damage in return. So, let's go and follow this until we find out where it leads. It appears to be leading to the village across this bridge. Or is it going out to the countryside somewhere? Suppose we'll find out in a moment. Right, it is crossing the bridge. Now, around here. Oh yeah, it seems to be continuing out. Hold on. Oh, what happened?
Relax. I shan't try to run from you. Yes, I killed Dunach, and I would do it again.
I'd do it again, even knowing he'd wound me in return. But this cut across my flesh is as to nothing compared to which he dealt to my heart. Dunach is the reason that the foul murderer Condor was allowed to break free of Calambel's prison. That curse laid my husband Horther on his very way to escape towards the mountains. I vowed to avenge Horther, and so I have done. I will stand trial if I must, but I could not let Dunach set any more prisoners free. Here, take this. This book. Yes, I searched Dunach's house one day while he was on duty and found this. It's an accounting of prisoners that he has let free in return for bribes. How many other murderers, thieves, and traitors did he allow to slip his bonds? If we cannot trust the law, we must take the measures that we must. I will accept judgment, but I beg you bring this book to Lord Umbar, and let him be the one who decides my fate. Go now. Ilaria is about to sew me shut, and I do not wish for an audience. Right. Okay, fine. Get to your work. I will deliver the book to the Lord. Maybe this information will distract Lord Umbar from asking his son about those missives until I can get to dealing with those avoidingly aggressive Avok. Hello, sir.
Greetings. What have you there for me?
Well, it appears that her methods were wrong, but I must think about how to deal with this situation. In the meantime, I'll review the accounts that you brought me to see what other rotten apples may be in the barrel. I thank you for your assistance with this. You're welcome. Now, let us deal with those Avok before he redirects his attention to his son. I believe he said something about a waterfall. Well, we've got a river, so I suppose it means it's somewhere around the river. Of course, we're talking about Avok, and Avoks do seem to love rivers. We might as well gather a little wood while we're at it. Any other in the area? Yeah, there is some way over here. But let's not get too distracted by the wood. We do want to make sure that we here's a waterfall. I don't see any Avok in the area. this isn't it. Oh, let's check down closer to the shore, just to be sure. But yeah, this particular waterfall seems to be free of Avok, so I suppose there are no Avok here, nor any missing packs. Right, that's what I thought. Well, let's go and look for the next waterfall. Ah, here's another waterfall. A double waterfall. And I even see an Avok around there. Hey, have you seen a pack? No, you haven't seen a pack anywhere around here, I guess. There was no need to attack me. Though they are annoyingly aggressive, so I suppose that attacking me is just part of the package that comes with it. Right, now, looking around here, there are Vok, but I don't see a sign of a pack. Well, how about the other waterfall just before this one? That is right, this one right up here. Are there any? Yeah, there is an Avok here. What's really annoying are the teeth that they just embed themselves inside of your hide. There you go. But I just can't hide from Avok. You can stop doing that now. Oh. Your turn. Now, is there a backpack in this area? There are Avok here, but no pack to be found. Well, I suppose let's try this direction then. Is there another waterfall around here? It sounds like it. Well, let's confirm that we're not just dealing with some. Oh, actually. That is most definitely a waterfall. Let's board the stream right here and let's find a way down that doesn't involve a broken hobbit at the bottom of it. Let's see. What's that? A rumbled pack. Okay. Well, let us return this to TitanBar. I hope this is the right pack. Well, your turn. Okay, that is it. All I have to do is kill a couple more Avok and I'll be done. Now let's go and find out which register she speaks in this time.
You found far more wood than I expected. Oh, my apologies for underestimating you.
Alright, there you go. That takes care of that. Oh, now we need to deliver the missives, or at least this pack. Ah, here he is. Here's your backpack.
Father is sure to be happy that I took matters into my own hands to deal with this issue.
With With your help, of course, that is. Right.
Oh, it's you!
Oh, you found
Did you
it?
find it?
Oh, Father was starting to wonder where the misses are. Well, at least they're intact and not covered in avant drool. Oh, thank you, thank you. Well, okay. The pack is damaged, but not the missives themselves. That's good. Ooh, did I just get rep in that? New deed, respected with renewal of Gondor. Completed kindred. Alright. Very good. Now that we have completed that, I think it's time for us to see, we'll be coming through here again. So what if we head over to Tartan? But I think before I do that, I need to check the other side of town. Hello there.
I hear that you have offered your assistance to our fair city, and I'm inclined to take you up on that.
Yes, orcs have taken up residence in Rosladar, near the foothills west of the city. Their might was broken during the war, but having so many gather in one place again will only spell trouble. I bid you do what you can to reduce their numbers. Alright, now that's west of the city. Yes, northwest. So I will do that on the return trip. And up here.
What do you want?
I mean, excuse me, Brave Warden. Will you be heading towards Belfalis? Due to the lumber camp situation in Ringlow Vale, multiple shipments have been delayed. Breedis of Tardent needs to be notified. Send this list to her. Oh, please? Okay, the last word barely makes it past the man's gritted teeth. Alright, fine. Take this list to Breedis in Tardent. So, over to Tardent. Tadrent. Welcome back to Tadrent. Now, let's tag this. Yeah, we don't need that ring anymore. That means I forgot to...
Welcome to King's Gondor, friend.
Welcome. And, oh, here we are. We have a guard.
Have you come to help? Good.
You look like a reliable sort, and can I ask you to make the rounds for me? I'm just exhausted. You see, villagers reported hearing a howling in the hills, and I have spent all day tracking down the source of it, but I have nothing to show for it except my weary, aching bones. If you leave Tadrent by the northern entrance, and then circle around the town to the left, keeping an eye out for anything suspicious, you will be doing me a favor. Alright, I will do that after I check it then with Lady Breedis. Actually, we have... Oh. Hello there? Oh, why are you looking at that haystack?
I am afraid to wander too far from home lately.
Oh, you there! Oh, it must be the howling that you've been having trouble with. Okay, what's the trouble, Pip? Yes, do you think you might help me with the most exhausting task? My friends were helping me with it until a few minutes ago, but they've all given up and went home. They'll be sorry, they will, when I find the treasure. Yes, Vexed Mildred told me that she lost a golden needle in this haystack somehow, and if I found it, she'd allow me to keep it. Now, how does someone lose a needle in a haystack? Oh, you might as well ask why she's called Vexed Melody, stranger. Alright, so why is she called Vexed Melodies? Because she's always upset about something. Usually about how loud me and my friends are being. Are you going to help me look in this needle? Okay. Now you're getting vexed. Now, let's see. Well, what do we got here? You want a golden needle in this haystack. Right. Well, I see nothing there. Alright, I have an important message to deliver, but then I'll think about a better way to search the haystack, okay? Now, let's see. I believe we need to... What? Oh. Hello there?
You are here to help?
You're not Vex Mildred. You're Mousy Othwed. Wait, the names here. Yes, I wish that they would be silent. Apparently you're vexed with the noisy children also? No, it's the insects, the sickleflies, and the angry gnats. They're buzzing so loud. How can anyone think with all this constant racket going on? I have asked the guards to do something, but they will barely lift a finger to help. Perhaps you could do something about it? Deal with the gnats and the sickleflies. Wonderful. Wonderful. Simply wonderful. Okay, so don't whisper any secrets anywhere near her vicinity because I'm sure she'll hear every single one of them. Hello?
Merchants have brought back troubling reports of drakes being spotted in the wilds of Belfast.
If you plan to go adventuring about out there, maybe you could bring their numbers down. The beasts are large enough to carry off horses and rider both. If you manage to defeat any of the drakes, head to Dol Amroth and speak with Abatarik. They will reward you for your efforts. Okay. I will do so. Hello, Burritus.
We must not take these days for granted.
Thank you for passing along Hallam's message. A shame that I've had to hear from him so soon since our last correspondence, but I do hope that he's trying to be less unpleasant. At the very least, I will continue to ensure that everyone working for him is well compensated. Right. Okay. Actually, what was that deed that was just bestowed? Maybe I should actually look at the deed before I go and just dismiss it. Probably quest within... Oh, I can't remember. Oh, actually, they say in here to Tadrint and new deed quests in Belfalis. Alright, fine. And now we've got all of this here. And no place to put it. Oh well. Delivery to Ost Lontier.
We'll do our best to repair and rebuild what we can.
If you plan to travel west to Ost Lontier, could you please bring this crate to Yelenor? The townspeople have been waiting for these supplies. He'll be sure to pay you for your work. Alright, and... So that's the feeder quest.
We must not take these days for granted.
There is an abandoned Corsair camp to the north of Tadrint. Maham Mian, it was called. We tried to dismantle the camp to reuse materials, but efforts have halted for the time being. If you venture there, could you collect as many pieces of wood and cloth as you can? There ought to be wood piles and untouched Corsair banners that we left behind. Alright. And let's see. How about... We'll move that for now.
There is always work to be done.
If you're able, would you help me gather lilies from the marsh north of here? It is always busy time for both my husband, Rotherand, and me, and I wish to surprise him with something nice. Of course, I will reward you for your efforts. Of course. And one last quest.
We must not take these days for granted.
Would you mind taking these food provisions to Hownet and Nendath. She's been quite vigilant about her guard duties, especially since the dissenters have taken to lighting the beacons for their own purposes. Still, she must feel lonely. I'm sure she would welcome these provisions as well as your company. Alright, that's quite a list of things to do. Now, I suppose we could look for vexed... Ah. Here's someone who looks rather vexed.
You are here to help?
Yes. Yes, I did tell those noisy children and their friends that I lost the golden needle in that haystack, but it was a necessary deception. They were driving me quite mad with their incessant shouting. They are still looking for it, right? What a brilliant ruse! I should have thought of it sooner. No, there's not really a golden needle in that haystack. Imagine what sort of fool would lose a needle there, and what sort of fool would spend time searching for a thing? Aha. So, there's nothing hidden in the haystack. It was all a prank. She told you that just to keep you busy.
My family says that it is dangerous outside.
What? There's no golden needle in this haystack, is there? After all, Vex Mildis lied to me. Now I am the one who's vexed. We have to do something about this. I don't like feeling this irritable stranger. Is this what Vex Mildis feels like all the time? Well, what do you want to do about it?
I am afraid to wander too far from home lately.
You think you could help me to play a trick on Vex Mildis? It's only fair. She lied to us and wasted our time. But what if we tell her that we actually did find a golden needle in the haystack? I think there'll be something there. Will you go to the supplier here in Tydred and ask her for a needle? I know that she sells them to tailors, but if you tell her about the trick we want to play on Vex Mildis, she will give us one for free, I hope. Oh, could you bring us back here and I'll fill you in on the next step? Buy a needle from, well, I suppose needle is in my name, so I might as well do it. Ah, this should be the supplier.
I never thought to see such happy days as these.
You want vengeance? Oh my! Oh, well. Oh, yes. How about this? Yes, well, it's not real gold, of course, and it is actually not very suitable for sewing. That is why I haven't sold it. But it does look pretty, and I think it will serve your purpose nicely. Alright. Thank you. Yes, perhaps this will do. Now, let's head back and see what he thinks. Will this do?
My family says that it is dangerous outside.
Yes, this is perfect. Now, here's the important part, friend. Bring this shiny golden needle to Vex Mildis and tell her that you found it in this very haystack. And it seems like there were even more just like it hidden inside. You'll turn the tables on her for sure. Okay. Let's go to Vex Mildis. Are you sure you really didn't lose a needle there? Because I found this in the haystack.
There is always work to be done.
What? This golden needle? You mean Little Pip actually found this inside of that haystack? And there might be others, but how can this be? 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoops. Well, that looks looks like that takes care of that.
I am afraid to wander too far from home lately.
Thanks for your help, friend. I think today we can count ourselves the victors. Unless Vexed Mildus really does find a golden needle in there. If that happens, well, let's just hope that she doesn't, right? You don't think that she will find a needle there, do you? It's a pretty big haystack, and that supplier did seem to have a number of golden needles available, and she did know what we were planning. Oh, it'll be fine. Nothing to worry about, I hope. Well, good day to you, friend. Right. Well, I think we need to do the round to that guard, which is where we'll begin in the next episode of The Song of Waves and Wind.